Good evening. My name is Clarice Wanchuku, and I am here to talk to you guys today about the dangers of accumulating too much in student loan. Student loan debt is currently the second highest debt category in comparison to mortgage debt, credit card debt, and auto loans. According to the National Center of Educational Statistics, 55% out of 11 million students of college and trade program students received some form of financial aid in 2010. For just taking college and university students into account only, the percentage raised from 55% to 74%. America's federal student loan program has developed to a point where nearly 3/4 of college students are taking financial aid, and as a result, 26% of their borrowers are at risk of having their own student loans become delinquent because they cannot handle the accumulating interest nor the repayment terms. Financial aid has become both a blessing and a burden to current and future students as well as their parents. To provide the audience with insight on this issue, I will elaborate on how student loan debt is occurred, the student loan debt crisis, and the elusiveness of student loan forgiveness. College is a stressful time not only for our minds but also our bodies in our wallets. College is treated as a luxury in our current economy, and therefore it is priced as such. Tuition only gets higher as inflation increases. The approximate rate of tuition inflation is 5% every year, according to the College Board. The average middle class college student will not always have the $30,000 that is being asked of them by their chosen institution. This is where student loans start to look like the shiny light at the end of the tunnel when things seem dark. Little do most college students know that student loans can be just as troubling as high institution costs. Student loan debt, which is the second highest consumer category, is an epidemic, or better yet, a crisis. Our country's current total amount of student debt is accumulating 1.5 trillion since 2018, according to Zach Friedman of Forbes. He also revealed that the average college graduate of 2016 has about $31,000 in student loan debt. The Washington Post article, Where Student Debt Can Be Found, by Jeffrey Singal, discusses the 1987 Bennett hypothesis, which has proved that colleges and universities have used increases in student debt to practically raise the tuition, consequently putting more students in debt. Student debt seems to only be almost unavoidable at this point. Along with loan debt, there's also loan forgiveness. The Public Student Loan Forgiveness Program was established in 2007 by the College Cost Reduction and Access Act. The purpose of this program was to lessen the burden of student loans for highly qualified graduates. Qualifying for student loans isn't as easy as it seems. According to the Department of Education, as of June 30th, 2018, 28,000 student loan borrowers submitted 33,000 applications for public service loan forgiveness. Now, of this total, approximately 70% of those applications were denied because the requirements weren't met. If you are approved for public service loans, loan forgiveness, while being enrolled in the program, you have to work for 10 years in public services and repay your loans at the same time. And while being enrolled in this program, your balance may increase, and you could even owe income tax. Most families nowadays depend on student financial aid and student employment to pay for college along with parent income. However, There are a few alternative approaches that can help reduce the chances of accumulating loan debt. Firstly, for those who are still in high school, it is imperative that you take advantage of courses that offer advanced placement. Despite all the intense work you have to do, if you pass the final exam, you get a college credit. According to the College Board, more than 1.17 million students in the class of 2017 took 3.98 million AP exams. Approximately 711,000 scored 3 or higher on at least one of their AP exams in 2017. Besides just attending AP classes, this isn't the only option. Other ways students can either save money or cut costs with college is by doing their institutional research. Many institutions have scholarships for just majors alone. Many of the scholarships are academic based, and some are even based on volunteer work. In order to obtain these scholarships, students must ask about them, must ask how to apply to them, and must be able to fulfill the necessary requirements. Taking out a loan for school isn't the worst decision. However, it can be very straining if you are not prepared to handle the stipulations of the repayment itself.